What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap. Happy Saturday. We are here for Midday Tea Talk. Thank you for joining in. We are streaming live right now across YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We are going to be breaking down last night's episode of Love After Lockup. Did you guys watch the episode? Let me know. So much to get into. This season is really starting off good. I'm enjoying it. Let me know if you guys are as well. But we're gonna get into all the couples that we saw last night. Of course, we're gonna go across, go through Zaria and Troy, Shanta and True, Kim and Zoe. I keep saying Zoe. Kim and Joey, Letitia and Keith, and new couple Bianca and Daniel. Hi, checking in on Instagram. I appreciate it. But yeah, we met a new couple last night. Finally, we've been seeing their pictures, Bianca and Daniel. We finally got to see them last night, so we'll get into it. Hopefully, we have some of the cast drop by as we normally do, so we can ask some questions because I got a lot of them. I'm gonna try to set up an interview with Letitia for next week, so you guys look out for that. We can't do it on this platform. We'll at least go live on Instagram, but y'all look out for that. I'm going to try to make sure I can schedule that with her. But before we get into it, make sure you guys tune in. We have Midday Tea Talks almost daily, going over the episodes from the previous night. So we'll have Midday Tea Talk tomorrow on tonight's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So make sure you tune in for that. We'll have Midday Tea Talks on Tuesday for Basketball Wives. Just everything that you see highlighted on my page. There's a Midday Tea Talk for it and a Thursday podcast episode, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we go through all the news and gossip in the reality TV streets. But let's get into it. Last night's episode of Love After Lockup. Let's get into this recap with the first couple, Zaria and Troy. We saw Zaria and Troy kind of leave off where they did the previous episode in the hotel room, where she let us know that the D is approved. That at first when I saw the commercial of her saying that he defished her, I was like, is she playing him out? Like, is she saying that she thought it was gonna be good and it wasn't? But it turns out that was just how they catfished us into the episode. But it seemed like she let us know more than we needed to know of her business, that the D is approved, it's a good size, and she enjoyed her first night with her husband home from jail. Zaria also surprised Troy by letting him know that his mom was coming into town. Excuse me. Not only was his mom coming into town, but that she would be staying with them. Right out of the gate, his first couple of days home, that his mom would be staying with them. And he didn't seem thrilled about it at all. He did get into it, which I found interesting, that he got into his history with his mom, that she dropped him off at a friend's house when he was like 2 or 3 years old and just never came back. So he was saying that with his first days out, that should be one of the last people he see, not the first. We also saw them head from the hotel to their home where they will be residing together. And it was pretty cool to see that Zaria and Troy, the relationship that Troy has with Zaria's son. He was so excited to see him. Zaria let us know that his biological father is not in his life. He did not sign the birth certificate, but that when Troy found out that the birth certificate was blank in the father's name, he asked what was the process for him to be able to adopt Zaria's son, and he signed the birth certificate, becoming his legal father. So I thought that was cool. I mean, hopefully it works out. It's always a little nerve-wracking with this show when the people have children and they have high hopes of this person coming out and doing a stand-up job or being a parent in their life, and you never know if it's going to go left or right. So far, Troy seems invested. I mean, we do see some sneak peeks of, he has an ex-girlfriend or baby mother that seems to be popping up. So we'll see how that goes. He has some unfinished business there. But I didn't understand why Zariah was sending her son to stay with his grandparents while she brought in Troy's mom for the night. It seemed like he would have rather spent the time coming home with just Zariah and his son, but I don't know. Zariah's sister is also staying there, and we saw in the last episodes where she was saying like, "Oh, I can't walk around with my little booty shorts on anymore." And Zariah was like, "Oh, you can walk around in whatever you like." No, we don't do that. No. No, you can't walk around in no booty shorts. No, you need to find somewhere else to stay. This man is fresh out. I don't think that is a good idea at all. But yeah, she said she didn't feel comfortable. She don't know if she's gonna stay there. Good choices. Think it's time for you to find somewhere else to go. Cause I wouldn't have it. Sorry. But it was given Players Club. Like, Ebony, you got to go. But yeah, I don't know. He did meet up with his mom at the end of the episode, and she said she's there to assess the situation because she's Mama Bear. And I'm saying, sis, she wasn't even in his life. He said you dropped him off and didn't come back. So what you coming to assess? You need to assess your relationship with him because it don't seem like you really have one. But Troy is saying he's going to try it out. He's not going to get his hopes up. It seems that she has some struggles with alcohol. That may have been some of the reasons why she left him and didn't come back all those years. But, hopefully they can build a relationship. I just don't know if that was the right move to so suddenly bring the mom in and have her stay in the house with them. We'll see how that goes in the upcoming episode. But yeah, we saw Zariah and Troy last night. Not big breaking news there, but they were the first couple that we saw on the episode. Now let's get into Shanta and True, child. Lord have mercy. Shanta, what we doing? I just don't know. I feel like with Shanta last night, she had an attitude when True came out of the parole officer's office. It seemed like the parole officer wasn't there. I don't know if he was late, wasn't there on time, but the parole officer wasn't there. And she seemed frustrated with him that he didn't call the parole officer as soon as he got out, made that a priority. He made more of a priority to hang out by all this fake jewelry and all these new clothes. But she seemed frustrated with him. She asked to take her mic off and walked away. We heard under her breath her say she feel like she's dealing with an idiot. Like I said last time, guys, I don't think he's an idiot. I just think he was locked up when he was 18 years old and he did over 13 years. I just think he's still the same 18-year-old that he was when he got locked up. And now he's getting his freedom. And he don't know how to act, rightfully so. If I lost my freedom for 13 years, I sure wouldn't be in her face trying to be a fiance to nobody if I just got out from doing no 13 years. I don't even know why he tried that, to be honest. But yeah, she was upset with him, and she was saying that she thinks that he really has no idea how much money it's costing her to be in the city and this Airbnb and things like that. I feel like that's where some of Shanta's attitude comes from, because maybe she should just come clean on the fact that she lost her job, that she's not working right now, and he's burning through money at the sex toy shop, burning through money for clothes and this Airbnb. I think she should just be honest with him. I think that's where, aside from all the other frustrations, like the communication, him wanting to be outside all the time and her wanting to be inside, I think that I don't know why she's not telling him that she lost her job. We learned that in a few other episodes that she lost her job. At first she was demoted because of this show and being on this show, which seems to happen frequently with a lot of reality shows. Once you're on a reality show, the company that you're working for really ain't trying to have that image of their company out there. So I don't know, but she went from being demoted to now lost her job. Oh, we got some comments coming in. Hi guys, I see Kim from Love After Lockup joined. Hi. D Candy, one of my very, very loyal followers who I love, said, I'm about to be grown and talk. She said, how about be grown and talk? That's what, definitely I agree with you there. We're going to get into that. Breaking the Rules pod clip says she's foolish at this point. I had left his ass with his sister. And D Candy said, I'm about to get sick of them. Don't get sick of them, because I saw, are they going to be on I saw some commercials last night that they're going to be on Life After Lockup, the next season, I believe. I was too caught up in, I saw Teeny, and it looked like she get into a fight maybe with her husband's family. I was kind of caught up in that, but I'm pretty sure we're going to continue their story on Life After Lockup in October. So don't get too tired of them yet. But yeah, I think she should just come clean about he burning through her money and she don't have a job right now. He does not seem to know that at all. Also, they sat down and talked. D Candy said in my comments she tired of seeing Shanta in the bed in her street clothes. I died. like I died, because she keep crawling up in that bed in them street clothes, and we know, especially in the black family, that's something you do not do. You don't even sit on the edge of the bed with your street clothes on. But I was crying. Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie says, he annoys me. She's dating an 18-year-old. She needs to go home to her kids. Yeah, he's stuck. He is stuck. But couldn't you blame him, though? Like, he started, he went to jail at 18, got out 13 years later. Could you blame him? If I was 18 and I got locked up, like, I'd be in the streets, honey. But yeah, I also, with the episode last night, Shanta asked him, do you want to date? Do you still want to be engaged? Like, what are we going back home as? Are we engaged? Are we dating exclusively? Are we just friends? And I was like, girl, why would you even give him those multiple choice answers? Because we already know he's not going to stay engaged. So we saw him call off the engagement, and I really wanted her to, right, like, she's not expressing her true feelings. It doesn't seem like, girl, I would have been standing up on that bed like, what the fuck you mean? We about to leave here just dating, and it ain't even exclusive. After I done waited for you for 4 years, took care of you, like, why? Number one, why would you give him that choice? Nah, you ain't got no choice, to be honest. And she just, yeah, I'm all right. We cool. No, you not cool. Say how you feel. Say it with your chest. Stand on business, girl. Because he playing you the hell out. Bonnie said, right, I blame her. D Candy said, he just got up, girl, climbed on him like he was a tree for a few days. Yeah. It's pissing me off, to be honest, that she won't say, I guess, what she out there saying when she took the mic off. Like, if you feel like you're dealing with an idiot, if you feel like the communication ain't there, talk to him about it. Be upfront about it. Honestly, you should be the one deciding if you want to stay in this engagement or not. Not him. I don't get it. Bonnie said, what does we not engaged but exclusive mean? I was so confused by that conversation, Bonnie. Let's be honest. He was like, taking me from here to here to here, like, well, we gonna date, but not exclusive, but trust me, it's gonna be all good and get better, but we gonna get to know each other, but we not just friends. I just don't want to throw it all away. Like, just say you want somewhere to stay, bro. Like, at this point, just say you want a roommate, because it's giving, I still need you to take care of me. Like, Breaking Rules pod clip said, I still want your money. That's what it means. Like, I was just thrown by the whole conversation. And then you go outside to cry. Like, girl. D Candy said he said that so he can still get money, etc. from her. Yep. I totally agree. But I told y'all they set to get married in October, around October, what's the date? I have to look at her page again. It's either October 23rd or 25th, but they are set to be married very, very soon. And she's still posting him. They posting together with middle fingers up, I'm trying to guess, let us know. Like, last laugh is on us. But I'm wondering, because she didn't post anything yet, her thoughts after seeing the end of the episode. Number one, it was a red flag that he was dressed in all that jewelry to go to the gym. Like, who wears 3 chains, 2 watches, and 4 rings to go to the gym? Who does that? Who knows? But I'm wondering, after she saw him leave, go with his sister. I was kind of shocked at the sister. Not shocked, I guess it is his sister. But the episode before that, when he was asking to see girls or whatever, she was kind of like, nah, no. But yeah, she called her gym buddy. Which, honestly, it was coming off like the sister dating this girl. I don't know. She's like, yeah, we work out or whatever. I was like, is you dating her? So, I don't know. Her workout buddy was taking an extreme long nap, whatever the hell that is, and was meeting them at the gym. And apparently, this gym buddy been asking about True, wanting to meet True. And he was like a kid in a candy store, rightfully so. The man is stuck at the age of 18 and just did 13 years. We cannot forget that. But he was grinning. I said his grin was giving Do Dirt Jenkins, for real. He was like, oh yeah, I know what this about. Yeah. And just honestly, it's always wild to just see the things that they, as an inmate coming out, that they are just wowed by, just being at the gym, the mirrors on the gym wall, all of that. He was just so excited, which is kind of sad. But yeah, the gym buddy came into the gym, and that's what we left off at, with him with that big grin on his face and them nostrils flaring, child. He was ready to go. Breaking Rules Pie Cliff says she will be his enabler to get into trouble again. Yeah. I would agree with that, definitely. Just picking him up, being his Uber, taking him to get food and chicks. That's what she gonna be doing. Yeah, but the mom told her he don't want you. The mom tried to let him know. Like, she didn't cover for him at all when we saw them on Love during Lockup. That, number one, True has never dated a black woman. He's always dated white women. So this is totally new to him, and Shanta, you can see she's struggling with her own insecurities, even posted on her page saying she's not the baddest, but she got a good heart. And I'm sure you do have a good heart. It shows, the way that you giving all of your time, energy, and money to this dude. But I don't know. I mean, they still together. Y'all, and they supposed to be getting married, like I told y'all, in October. So we'll see where it goes or what happens with this gym buddy. I don't know if that's going to change the situation if we see what happens, but it was a hell of a cliffhanger with this gym buddy. We didn't even get to see what the gym buddy looked like. So we'll see in the upcoming episodes. Anything else about Shanta and True? But yeah, I just want her to speak up for herself, be true about her feelings. And I really don't know why she gave him the opportunity to decide if he wanted to be with her or not, exclusive or date or whatever they're doing right now. To me, it is definitely given it's complicated. That's what I get from the situation. It is complicated. When do they go home? Why are they in this Airbnb? I guess they're in the Airbnb to understand his parole situation, which is definitely not a priority, like she said. But I don't know, y'all. When do they go home? I guess he's gonna try to the next day or the next episode to go back to the parole office and see if his parole officer is there. But they were definitely the highlight last night for me. Just had me confused and mad at her. I was mad at her. Like, say something. And I was telling my husband, like, I really truly would have been standing on that bed. She had 20 pillows on that bed. I would have been smacking his ass with them pillows. Like, what do you mean we going home as dating friends or whatever they supposed to be? But they were the highlight for me. I enjoyed them last night. Who else did we see last night? We saw Kim and Joey last night. Kim probably still on, but we saw Kim. They had their first night together. And we also learned that we know Kim has an ex-husband that she's trying to unravel that divorce. But in the state of North Carolina, we talked about this before, you have to be separated from your spouse separated, living in separate homes for at least a year before you can get divorced. And she's only about, in these episodes, about 6 months or so into that process. D Candy said, that man is not looking for family, child. Which one? You talking about, are we talking about Joey, or are you still talking about Drew? Or either one. But yeah, we saw that she's trying to untangle that divorce and get done with that. But we did learn that while she was with ex-husband was cheating. Oh, with Joey. Yeah. He seemed like he spent $300 and something on toys fresh out for the family. I don't know. But yeah, we learned that ex-husband and Kim were together. Ex-husband was cheating. So Kim started cheating with Joey, but then found out she was pregnant by ex-husband. And she went back to ex-husband and tried to work it out or whatever. And it didn't work. The cheating continued. So it was definitely some revenge cheating going on there. And Joey just seems to really have a hold on Kim. And vice versa. She came out her little lingerie last night to put it on. I said, okay, Kim, you about to put it on them? I said, Kim must got that snapper, honey. As you got the men going crazy. We saw the ex-husband trying to get back in the text messages. Please, baby, please come back. I'm lost without you. I said, okay, Kim with the snapper. She put it on him, on all of them. They both want that thing. So, yeah, I think are we in agreement that Kim's ex-husband is the one that was reaching out to Joey while he was locked up, trying to kind of sabotage the relationship and telling him that Kim was out? Kim laughing at me. Yes, girl. I said, Kim, you a little player, huh? But yeah, you got a little player in you too. Maybe Joey needs some air tags in your pocketbook, honey. But yeah, I think I'm sticking with that may be the ex-husband hating and sending information to Joey. I know we were saying before, they were saying on the show, it could be Kim's ex-husband. It could be Joey's ex-girlfriend. I'm leaning more towards it might be her ex-husband, especially after seeing all those text messages that she left him on red, ain't even respond. He's sending 4-5 text messages at a time, and he is left on red. But yeah, they headed home for Christmas, and they stopped at the store, and we saw Joey say, like, things are way more expensive than the last time that he was out. He just wanted to get some toys. Kim said, my ex found out last night for the first time. He never knew. Ooh! Wow. It's a lot of first time find out with you on this show, Kim. Your cousin first time finding out stuff. Now the ex-husband. Well, when you do wrong come back to you. So if he was out here cheating, he can't be that mad or that hurt, can he? I think not. I think not. But yeah, we saw him stop at the store, and I was like, Kim, why you let that man take your car and go in the store without you? And he went in there and spent $300 and almost $320 on toys. Why did you let him go in there without you? You was not taking my car in the store. And all good intentions, though. He had good intentions to just be good and, to the kids and see smiles on their faces. But I was like, girl, you can't let no man fresh out go in the store by himself with the card. Right? And I didn't know that Kim was a teacher's assistant. But yeah, she's a teacher's assistant. She is a single mom, and he just blowed. That's 2-3 weeks worth of groceries. He just blowed on some toys. Lived Through Me stopped by. Said Kim be taking her secrets to the grave. Yeah. She ain't taking them to the grave. She taking them to the show. That's when the secrets are coming out. Body said, girl, the toy store scene had me dying when the receipt said $316. I said, oh, shit. Yeah, like, why y'all ain't go to Walmart or something? That looked like a fancy boutique toy shop that you took him to. Y'all should have went to Walmart, Target or something for the toys. Kim said, that's right. If it wasn't for this show, to the grave. Yes, Bonnie said as soon as he got in the car, she said, "I need my car back in my purse." Yeah, like I would have went. First of all, y'all could have went to Family Dollar or something and got a bunch of nice toys. I'm telling you, because that's what I be doing. You gotta mix it up. You know, I get them a few things from Amazon, which, by the way, I gotta start now. Start getting stuff and hide it. So I'll be ready for December. But yeah, like y'all should have went to Walmart or something, girl. That was definitely looked like a little fancy toy shop. $316. And then when he asked them to wrap it, I said, "Oh my God, that's more money for them to wrap the shit." Like, no, just take it in and give it to him. D Candy said, "I missed that part." You did? He got, I don't know, it looked like he got some like construction trucks and stuff like that. Kim said Joey's extra Walmart was not good enough. He wanted to make a good impression and he went a lot overboard. Yeah, that's what I said. It was all you could tell he had good intentions. It's not like he went in there and ran up a bill on himself. He had good intentions. He wanted to make a good first impression. I was like, I wasn't expecting it to be that much, but I was like, well, damn. Kim said, "I'm a discount shopper. We going to Dollar General." That part. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Amazon. When they got, they Amazon deal days, Target, all of the above. I got 2 toddlers, okay? So, yeah. I have to get the deals. And I start very early. By September, I will be buying toys for Christmas. I'm already looking at Halloween costumes, all of the above. Because it gets expensive. Live Through Me said, "At least he ain't run it up at the sex store." Yeah. Right. And at least, Kim got her job right now. Well, True don't even know that Shanta ain't working. But yeah, he ran up $200 at the sex store. And Shanta ain't even want to use the stuff. Like, girl, did you keep the receipt? Can you return sex toys? Maybe if unopened. Because she needs to go back and return that shit. If it's unopened, maybe they take it back. I don't know what the sex toy return policy is, but yeah, might want to take that back. But yeah, Kim, who was that stopped by last night? Was that his mom or your mom? I was just too busy talking about, this red Christmas pantsuit she had on, her little red jumper and her jewelry looking cute. Where she was going? But yeah, they have family members stop by. We saw, they got into their Christmas pajamas. I live for Christmas pajamas. If you don't know, now you know. Me and my family, the whole house be dressed up in our Christmas pajamas every Christmas. Kim said that was his mom. Okay, I thought so. She's absolutely amazing. She is. She seems so sweet and happy to see him. And, not non-judgmental. She came in, but I said, "Okay, red pantsuit, looking cute, Mom." Yeah, that was his mom. I thought so. I wasn't too sure, but I remember that. Okay, so it was his mom. But yeah, she was definitely, it was like a breath of fresh air to see her come in. And just see the kids, everyone happy. Now, your cousin said that he going to spend Christmas with y'all, steal all the toys, and leave. So we're going to see next week what happens. I don't think that that's what happens. But that's what Kim's cousin had said when she found out that Kim was messing with Joey. Kim said she always dresses to the nine. Yeah, she had on her little jewelry, her necklace. I said, "Okay, Mom, do your thing." So we're going to see what happens in the upcoming episodes, because we did see the clip of Joey got some type of text or something from somebody. And Kim was on it. Like, who that? What friend is that? We already know she got the shared location on. Hopefully she ain't got to pull up on him nowhere. We'll see. But yeah, shared location is on and the air tags is set. So we'll see what happens and where he be going. But she own it. I told Kim, though, I don't know. That's a red flag. If the first thing you think about in a relationship, you got to be tracking him. That's not really what you want, but I said it was partly probably because of his, his past drug addictions and, just his lifestyle. Ooh, Kim said nobody is definitely somebody. Well, I guess we're going to find out who the somebody is. I can't wait to find out. Also, before we move on, Kim, When Joey said that he ain't never used protection, tell him, don't tell us that no more. I was like, some things are just better left unsaid. Like, don't tell us that no more. I was cracking up, but I said, yeah. Nope, we don't need to share that. Kim said, girl, I've been chasing red flags my whole life. Why stop now? Girl, if you love it, I love it, okay? If you love it, I love it. Keep chasing those red flags, honey. But you know what come along with that? It's a hell of a ride. And so you said this season is a hell of a ride so far. I'm enjoying it. And we'll see what's to come with Kim and Joey, honey. Now, also last night, which was a little sad, we saw Letitia and Keith. We're really just saying Letitia because Keith is not out yet. And I was saying, before we get into Kim said, but he's been locked up 13 years of his life. So fortunately, the list ain't that long. True. I think he said that between the lockup and his addiction spanning over 2.5 decades, he said, right? That probably was the last thing on his mind. But I was just like, some things are left better unsaid. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Kim. Appreciate you always. She be reposting my tea talks. I appreciate her support. All of the girls, Letitia as well. I told you guys I'm gonna definitely set up for an interview with Letitia by next Saturday. See when she's available. She celebrated her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to Letitia. She said that she hadn't even watched the episode yet because it was triggering for her. Love you too. It was triggering for her to watch, so she was asking how was the episode. D Candy said, child, let's get this hair of hers done. D Candy said, and that lipstick, I'm sorry. Yeah, I told you, Letitia told the people off on her page. She said all the cameramen, producers, her friends on the show, nobody could tell her that her hair was sticking up a little bit. Like, I guess you got to keep checking on yourself because it's almost like the cameramen, it seems like they're not even allowed to talk to you really when they're filming to tell you like, hey girl, slick that down a little bit. But she told the people off on her page about that. But in her interviews though, like here, her hair is laid. It looks like she got a nice lace front on. Her hair is laid here. And last night it wasn't too bad. She just had it straight down. But interesting about Letitia and Keith's story. We thought that Keith would be getting an early release due to some retroactive law that that was supposed to like impact his current sentencing, and that we found out that they hired a paralegal and paid him $1,000 to file whatever papers motions to get him out of jail. So Letitia, there was something red on the door from like a sheriff's office, which there's a lot of stuff in the streets right now that I really want Letitia to get into. A lot being said about her and what's going on in her life. So I don't know if that red thing on the door was about him, because it seemed like this paralegal didn't even file anything. But if it was about him or her, that wasn't clear to me last night. Chubani said, I think the camera crew get a bonus for catching them slipping. They don't. They do that every season. And D Candy said, but did he really qualify for that release? So it was a little confusing. Right. Like, I don't know if he really qualified for the release to begin with. It feels like this paralegal might be a little janky. So my question was, why would you put such a high profile situation in the hand of a paralegal? Why not an actual lawyer? I don't know if they know him or something. She said she had just met him in the flashback clip, like, a month ago or something like that. But paid him $1,000 to file whatever motion for him to get out. And I don't understand why a paralegal. She called to the jailhouse or wherever to find out more information, and the lady just kept saying the same thing over and over again. I was like in my head saying, Letitia, hang up the damn phone. This lady ain't got no information for you. She kept saying it different ways, like it's say not applicable. I don't see any information about him with the early release at all. Did you hire anybody to help you with this? Did he file the motion from, did he do a petition from jail? Like, she kept saying, she was nice saying, like, there's nothing else here. I wish I had more information for you, but I don't have anything. So it was just, I'm baffled. Why paralegal? Why not an actual lawyer? I want to know more about that red sheriff's office thing that was hanging on her door, because allegedly there's a lot being said about Letitia, and I really want to interview and see what she can clear up from a legal matter, from evictions out there to tax liens to her being accused of stealing some of her tax clients' money, refund money, all types of things are coming across my desk. So really interested in her kind of clearing the air, setting the record straight, and giving her that platform to do so, because there's so much being said about her right now. So yeah, I don't know why the paralegal and not a real lawyer. It's not clear what he filed, didn't file, but she also mentioned that the paralegal, like, she saw that he filed a motion to like withdraw himself from his case. And she was trying to call the paralegal. He wasn't answering. I was saying in my head, like, pull up on him. So we do see her leave out. Hopefully she can find him in the upcoming episode and get some answers on where her $1,000 is and what is this janky paralegal doing. I just, if my husband was locked up, I would not put something like him being released early in the hands of a paralegal. I just really wouldn't. So I'm curious to get more information from her. Like I said, she did agree to do an interview. We just got to figure out, her schedule and when she's able to. Hopefully by next weekend, maybe at Midday Tea Talk, we can get her in. But happy birthday to Letitia. She celebrated her birthday yesterday. She said she was triggered by the episode and did not watch it yet. So it was sad because she had her hopes up. I'm not even sure why she told the family too that he was coming home. If it wasn't set in stone. So everybody's hopes is up. I did mention to you guys, it didn't seem like he was even home yet. I don't see any signs of him on her social media. He has a social media page where it's nothing posted yet. I don't think he's even home right now. So we'll see. We'll get her interview done and hopefully get some more information. I'm trying to figure out how to do an interview, y'all. This will be my first one. So wish me luck, guys. It'll be my first interview, and I gotta figure out how do you even do an interview with OBS. Live Through Me is supposed to be helping me test, but he's MIA and figure this out. But if not, I think I'm gonna have to use StreamYard or either do it live on IG. Live Through Me said a paralegal can't rep him. He can file the petition in Keith's name, but that he could get locked up for practicing law without a license. Yeah, like, I was totally confused. Thank you, Live Through Me, who needs to start his own urban legal podcast, but that I keep telling him. But yeah, I was really confused on the whole situation. Maybe should have did a little bit more research on something so serious. And like I said, I would have used a lawyer, a well-known one with 4 or 5 Google stars or something, with good reviews. Or who's the town lawyer that know the people in the city that you could pay him to get you what you need done. One or the other. Just saying. But that's good information to know. Thank you, Live Through Me, that he could file a petition. That's about it. Well, apparently he filed a petition to remove himself from the case completely. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought you just quit. But she went to pull up on him. So we'll see in the upcoming episode what happens there, if she finds him, where her $1,000 is, and what's going on with Keith. When can we expect him to get out? This is our second time having Letitia on the show, and Keith has not come home yet. So, and like I said, it does not seem like he's home even now. So it was sad to see her. She said she was heartbroken, but it's we ride at dawn on this paralegal, because where's he at? He looked shiesty. Even in the flashback, he looked shiesty. So we'll see what's going on there. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still getting over this cold. Now, last we met new couple Bianca and Daniel. Bianca is currently residing in Florida. She has plans to move halfway across the country to Arizona for Daniel's release. She don't even know Daniel as far as face to face, never met him in person. It seems as though she's already paid for a 4-month lease because when Daniel gets out, he is going to the halfway house and he has to do, was it 90 days halfway house, like 3 months. So she signed a 4-month lease in Arizona to stay with him or be where he is until he's finished with the halfway house. What I find interesting about Bianca was that we saw this scar on her neck from a night out where she was drinking. She got in a car with another woman that was drinking, and they ended up at the airport and up the airport ramp and smashed into a concrete wall. So she broke her neck, her back. She said she lost her voice for a couple of months. And she, at this point, she even visited where the crash was for the first time last night. And that seemed to traumatize her. She wants out of Florida to go to Arizona with Daniel. D. Candy said they might as well take them off the show. She said these two right here. I was curious on where is she getting all this money from. I'm assuming from the accident. We've seen that before where people have accidents, they get money and then they spend it on inmates. But I'm assuming because she said she doesn't work now. She already paid up front for the lease in Arizona. It's fully paid for. And she lives comfortably. So I'm assuming, we didn't really get into it, that it's probably money from her case from smashing into this wall. We also saw Bianca go out with one of her best friends who also seems to have a past and was in a halfway house. But we saw him try to be, a supportive best friend. He talked to Daniel on the phone saying, like, because Daniel doesn't have the want to stay in the halfway house. He thinks he's going to get out and he don't want to stay in the halfway house. He want to stay with Bianca. So he got in his head that he's going to be able to do whatever he want to do without going back to jail. Usually doesn't work like that. At least in Jersey, it don't work like that. I don't know how it go in Arizona. But Daniel was he's locked up for aggravated DUI. Live through me. Tell me what is an aggravated DUI because I didn't get a chance to look it up, but I'm assuming that he was maybe belligerent with the officers who arrested him. But he's in jail for aggravated DUI and 3rd-degree burglary. So he's a panhandler, in my opinion. But yeah. I also found it interesting that Bianca's accident is what caused her to reach out to Daniel. She does not know him outside of jail. She was curious to talk to someone who was accused of a DUI or arrested for a DUI. Hey, Sativa. How are you? She said, oh, so he drink and steal all at the same damn time. Yes, Sativa. So, and that's what was interesting, that Bianca, she went through this horrific crash where she broke her neck and back due to, she wasn't driving, but in the car with a friend that was driving. They both were drinking, though. And that sparked her curiosity to reach out to someone who was locked up for a DUI. And that's how she found Daniel. We saw her go back to the crash site where she almost had a panic attack. And I was saying, you don't think you might want to get some counseling or some therapy to help with those traumas? Not reach out to an inmate that was also locked up for a DUI? That didn't make much sense to me. Sativa said she should go to church and not prison looking for a man. Yeah, it's you're looking for healing in the wrong places, baby. That's what it was given for me. Live Through Me said he could have well over the legal limit or committed addition crimes, maybe hit and run or cause a serious injury. Oh, okay. So, because I assumed that it was, he was like, well, that would have been resisting arrest, I guess, but I thought he was belligerent with the officer. So maybe the DUI is in connection with the burglary, because he has both those charges right now. Wondering if he was drunk driving, stealing. But he has both. He was convicted of both. But yeah, I just feel like she's looking for love, definitely in the wrong places, or healing in the wrong places. It also seems like she just wants out of Florida, and this is her way out. She's truly traumatized by this accident that she had, and this is not the way to go. But yeah, her best friend, talked to Daniel on the phone like, "Yo, when you come out, are you gonna treat her right? Are you gonna do what you're supposed to do?" Like reporting to the halfway house, and he was pretty rude with Bianca friend. Like, listen, we both see the world different. You do you, I'ma do me. Basically, is what he was saying. But clearly, I don't think this is a good idea to move halfway across the country for someone you've never seen in person that may have some struggles with alcohol because he was locked up for a DUI. He's trying to be on his sober path, yet she's saying she's not going to stop drinking around him. She even talked to his parents on the phone, and they were kind of questioning that, like, "I know you're not going to do that around him." Yes, you are. That's what she said. And I was with the father, who was like, how's your mental health? Are you stable? And I want to say, no, sis, no, daddy, she is not. This is not a good idea. Kim said, "I have said it a million times and I'll say it again. We all have baggage. This life is about finding the one to help you unpack your shit. I hope it works out. Maybe they really save each other." I don't know. It didn't seem like she do want to save him, but she didn't want to stop drinking. That's why I was like, I don't know. It's just, for me personally, I can't put my healing or my saving in someone else's hands. I'm going to put that in Jesus' hands. I'm going to put that in my own hands to take charge of myself and do the work as far as therapy or whatever I need to do to recover from a trauma like that or an addiction like that. It's just, honestly, for me, there's no putting my saving in someone else's hands. I personally couldn't do it. To each his own. I always say that. I am non-judgmental. I just tell you my thoughts. But to each his own, honey. Kim said, "I can't wait to see their story this season." I can't wait either. D Candy talking about she don't want them on the show, but I thought it was very interesting. It almost reminded me of the other couple that we didn't see last night, Julian and Christine, who just reached out because he he was doing a movie, and then he reached out to find a real life inmate and fell in love. It kind of reminded me of that. Kim said, "For me personally, it has been so hard to understand addiction. I don't think I ever really will." Yeah, it is a hell of a disease. It's a disease. Addiction is a disease. And you really can't save anyone. I mean, I've watched my parents go through that, close family members. It's something that you have to want it for yourself. Nobody else can make you want to stay sober. You have to want it and thrive for it, achieve it. People can be there to support you, but you have to want it for yourself. Kim said, "What I have learned about is that for me, it's more important to know what his triggers are." Yeah, that's true. I felt like Julian was doing that with Christine too, like just finding out what her triggers are, even getting her the cat and trying to, her triggers of her children and not having custody of them and trying to be there for them. Yeah, definitely you can be there to support them and help them through, what their triggers are. But I do think that therapy, meetings, group support is also needed as well. So I'm truly excited to see their story. I figured it would be interesting. Whenever they just plop a few episodes in, it's usually an interesting story. So I'm looking forward. I mean, all the couples I feel like are bringing it right now for this season of Love After Lockup. And I'm really enjoying this season. This is only supposed to be like a 30-minute midday tea talking. We almost an hour in. So clearly, you guys all commenting. I appreciate it, and stopping by and supporting. You're enjoying the show as well. We will see what's to come next week on Love After Lockup. I got sneak peeks for you, but definitely was a good episode. If you haven't seen it yet, Go and watch it now and let me know what you think. But yeah, that is my midday tea talk for today. Make sure you come back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time discussing tonight's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So if I put a sneak peek of that for you yesterday, I have another one for you I'm going to drop after this episode. Kim, again, yeah, I can't wait either. Thank you for stopping by. So midday tea talks, like I said, it happen almost daily. Make sure you look out for my page. Click the reminders. If you can't watch my midday tea talks live, again, we're streaming always live across YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. If you can't watch live, go to my YouTube channel. The links are in my bio. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Definitely stepping up on the content. So like, share, and subscribe. You guys see the Cash App in the corner. Be sure to support, help me to continue to grow and just flourish in this reality TV realm that I love so much. But again, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. See you guys tomorrow for Love and Marriage Huntsville Midday Tea Talk. And as I always say before I end my shows, reality TV stars are human too. Don't forget that. They are humans too. I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your Saturday, everyone. Peace.